A little over 5 minutes away from making a start here at the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour Fall Week 1 with the $50,000 1 meter 45 FEI Welcome. Anderson Lima has given you 13 numbered fences for this first round, 16 jumping efforts with double combinations through around the course as well. Double combinations at 4, at 8 and at 11 as well. So 16 jumping efforts. And quite simply, those equal first on faults alone after the initial round, moving on through to a shortened course against the clock where time will separate all ties. It's under FEI Article 238.2.2, a true jump-off competition on this occasion. And he's measured the course at 485 metres, giving a time allowed of 78 seconds. 78 seconds time allowed for that first round of this $50,000 1 meter 45 FEI Welcome.
As many short rails as I thought you would. I'm saving some.
Well, 58 starters we are scheduled to see in the $50,000 1 meter 45 FEI Welcome. And again, it is Anderson Lima who's set the courses this week, including in these international divisions. 13 numbered fences, 16 jumping efforts with the 3 double combinations at 4, at 8 and at 11. Time allowed for the first round of 78 seconds. The course has been measured at 485 metres and we're running at 375 metres per minute. So very, very best of luck indeed. And we're going to start with a US rider who's had form in Tryon and just yesterday finished in the top 10 in the FEI Speed competition. The Belgian bred is by Elvis Taputa. It is Olympia van het Eikenhof for the USA's Abigail McArdle. For jumping, just a single time fault as well, 78.77. Total of 5 for Abigail McArdle and Olympia van het Eikenhof. Staying with the US riders and Sabine Cooper, it is who rides this by Emerald. A combination that we saw competing at Spruce Meadows during the summer series as well. Nazarene van der Exelherve for the USA, Sabine Cooper. Jumping faults, there's time as well, 9 of those, total of 17 for Sabine Cooper and Nazarene van der Exelherve. 86.09 is the time on the display there, in excess of that 78-second time allowed. And yesterday, the next man took victory in the speed competition. He certainly knows how to be quick against the clock, but his first initial progress will be to produce a first round clear. This by Chaco Blue is Crystal Blue for Chilean Olympic rider Samuel Perot. Well, certainly good to see Samuel back on his feet, and the horse is scored, of course, but truly hope all is okay. Of course, we'll get Samuel checked out under FEI protocols before he competes on his second ride in this competition. So next up, it's going to be a US rider, Ali Leopold Moreno, as we look for the first clear round. 5 faults is the best we've seen so far at this early stage of competition. That from Abigail McArdle with Olympia van het Eichenhoff. This is Valentino du Soleil for Ali Leopold Moreno, who picked up placings in the 3-star event at Tryon just over the course of the summer months. By Sandro Boy, Valentino Ali Leopold Moreno for the USA. Not to be, I'm afraid, for Ali Leopold Moreno and Valentino du Soleil. So still we look for that first clear round. Now, yesterday in that international speed, Luis Sabino Gonçalves finished in 4th place, had a couple of very good rounds, in fact, for the man who's contested at European Championships with success. Victor Croisi for Portugal, Luis Sabino Gonçalves. Yeah, super. Very, very well done. Luis Sabino Gonzalez gives us that very first clear round, 75.25, and clear within the 78-second time allowed. Clear round at number 1 for Vic and Luis Sabino Gonzalez of Portugal. Elite Girl is next. Can we get back-to-back clears with Sandra Dahlman's ride for the USA? Elite Girl, Sandra Dahlman. .70, and again 78 seconds that time allowed for the final reference, and it's Sandra Dahlman, Elite Girl, finishing with 8 faults. Wild Thing is going to follow for Australian Olympic rider Scott Keach, still a prolific winner on the national and international circuit. There's the Wombler by Caracas, Wild Thing for Scott Keach. Well, Scott Keach choosing to retire there with a Wild Thing. One clear so far from Portuguese championship rider Luis Sabino Gonzalez, the clear with Vic. David O'Brien follows, the man from Ireland, with this by Cristello. It's Estoril de la Roan. David O'Brien, Ireland. A for jumping, and a little tardy across the ground as well. 81.15 means 4 time faults also for David O'Brien and Estoril de la Rhone. And now for Kaylin Leahy, the split rod jumping tour has been a happy hunting ground. She's had victories here in Kentucky, amongst many, many others through her career. This, the Dutch bred by Tunksha. It is the grey man for the USA's Kaylin Leahy. Super there, very well judged on the time as well. 77.41 and a jump off ensured with Kaylin Leahy now joining Luis Sabino Gonzalez through to the jump off with 2 clear rounds. Back to Irish riders and a man who's achieved so much. He's currently top 10 on the Longines rankings. Silver medalist from the European Championships just a month or so ago. This is R.R. Combella for Ireland's Shane Sweetnam. Yeah, good clear there from Shane Sweetnam. R.R. Combella also through to the jump off. We do have those back-to-back clears. So one for Portugal, one for the USA, and one now also for Ireland as we bring the total number of clears up to 3. And now back in July, Lauren Tari and Voltanas took a podium placing in the Grand Prix at Tryon. She joins us with that horse now. It's by Voltaire, Voltanas for the USA's Lauren Tari. Jumping in time, total of 5, just ticking over the 78 seconds, 78.63, and a total of 5 for Lauren Tyree and Voltanos. So we do remain with those 3 clear rounds. And now yesterday, Michaela Langmeyer finished as runner-up in the FEI Speed competition, the opening 3-star competition here. She was a 3-star winner in Michigan, in Traverse City, through the summer months as well. With Pepita van der Rollebeek, Michaela Langmeyer for the USA. Well, yesterday's runner-up was Michaela Langmeyer, and she gives herself an opportunity once again by producing that 4th clear with Pepita van der Rollebeek. Ashley Vogel, over the last couple of years, has had a tremendous run of form in Wellington in the Under-25 series, gone on to the Major League series as well around North America. This is Namaste van het Eikeveld for the USA's Ashley Vogel. I saw a long one at the last, but all is well there. But it is 4 jumping faults, 1 time fault for Ashley Vogel and Namaste Van Het Eikeveld. Total of 5. 4 clears so far. Portugal, USA and Ireland represented in the jump-off. Can we get one from Peter Petschenig of Austria, with the horse with which he was runner-up in the 3-star Grand Prix of Ocala, a podium placing in the Welcome there as well. Annabel Van Het Poisthuis for Austria's Peter Petschenig. Well, Roddy's luck at a couple of fences, but all is well. They're all in the cups, and it's 76 seconds and clear for Peter and Annabel Van Het Poisthuis. So it does bring up at the 5th clear round now, a multinational jump-off that we're going to see so far, but we could get another for the USA now in the form of Daisy Farish. Very consistent performances with Emily Smith's Orwell SCF. Clear over the fences, caught by the clock though, 2 from the clock in 79.70. What a shame there for Daisy Farish and Orwell SCF. 2 time faults, slips into 6th place with 5 clears so far. And now yesterday, Will Simpson finished on a podium placing in the FEI speed competition. Huge experience, of course, a prolific Grand Prix winner in national and international terms, and an Olympic gold medalist through his career. Quinton VA, this Holsteiner by Quartz for the USA's Will Simpson. a jumping false and time as well for a total score of 22 for US rider Will Simpson and Quentin VA. Speedy jump is the next, and this is for the USA's Sarah Siegel, the rider we saw produce clear rounds yesterday. And she's been a winner at Socrates in the four-star event through the course of the last month or so. With Chris Kapler's speedy jump, Sarah Siegel. For jumping faults for Sarah Siegel and speedy jumping 77.75. Francisco Goyoaga Malay has competed at European Young Rider Championship level, picking up medals there. With this horse, Icarus, he was runner-up in one of the Grand Prix competitions through the summer in Michigan. For Spain, Francisco Goyoaga Malay and Icarus. Well, another one that's clear over the fences, but just gets caught out by the clock. It is 78.72 and 1 for time for Francisco and Icarus. Very bad luck indeed. So near, so far. Kelly Solo Miller is next with Casherel, this by Vingino for the US rider. Still 5 clears shown on the board. Portugal, the USA, Ireland and Austria all represented so far in the jump-off. Just 4 faults for Kelly Solo Miller and Casherel, 77.38. One now for Jad Dana, and this certainly quick against the clock if it's clearing that first round. A number of wins through the season, a very good season indeed for Jad Dana, pushing him up into the top 200 on the world rankings. For Lebanon, Jad Dana, Hitchcock Dedam. With a time fault to add, it's a total of 17 for Jad Dana and Hitchcock Dedam. Guys, if we could just ask you to check the Liverpool at fence number 10 as well, just hanging on the edge there. And then it's going to be the Israeli challenge of Jenna Friedman with this by Castro. It's a fairly new international ride for Jenna. Jenna Friedman for Israel, Kleiner Heiner. 12 jumping time as well, with a steadier time there for Israel's Jenna Friedman and Kleiner Heiner in 85.50. One clear so far for Ireland, and that's in the form of Shane Sweetman, but it's another Irish rider who presents next with London's Demuse, a Grand Prix winner at 4- and 5-star level, Nicky Galligan, London's Demuse. 12 jumping faults within the time of 77.56, within that 78 for Ireland's Nicky Galligan and London's Demuse. Rebecca Conway's had a couple of podium placings at international level just over the last few weeks, in fact, with this horse, Unistar Diesenbeek Z, placed yesterday as well for the USA's Rebecca Conway. A single time vault to add to the 20 jumping for 21 total for Unistar Diesenbeek Z and the USA's Rebecca Conway. Argentina next, and Thomas Joffre competed as part of the Lugano Diamond Split Rod Jumping Tour here in June, picking up a second place in this equivalent competition. That was with this horse, Echo Van Het Gerendel Z, by Echo van ter Spieveld for Thomas Joffre of Argentina. Four faults, just four for that single rail for Thomas Joffre of Argentina with Echo Van Het Gerendel Z. Does move into 8th place, is the fastest of the four fault rounds. Currently 5 clear rounds, 1 on a time fault in 6th, 2 time faults for 7th place for Daisy Farish, and Thomas Joffre is the best of the rest. Castle OJ now, this is for Gabriela Reuter for Chile, part of the team bronze medal winning team for the South American Games last year. By Sligo Candy Boy, the Irish bred, for Castle OJ, Chile's Gabriela Reuter. .72. And a total of 8 faults for Castle AJ. That's for Chilean rider Gabriela Reuter, but we're back to US riders now, and it is in the form of Alex Granato, another man who's certainly quick against the clock. He's won World Cup qualifiers, he's contested World Cup finals. Helios van den Osserve for the championship medalist Alex Granato. Well, the problem through the double combination resulting in time faults as well. We'll add 4 for the final fence and a total of 33 for Alex Granato and Helios van den Nosseherve. 2 left to the midway arena maintenance break, and CDN is the first of the 2 horses that remain at this stage. It's the second ride for US rider Ali Leopold Moreno. Well, thank you. Ali raises a hand and retires within the round there with the CDN. Now to another Chilean rider, and Samuel Perot Jr., in fact, riding a former ride of Fabio Leivas da Costa, and a horse with which Samuel rode to a top 6 placing in the 5-star Grand Prix up in Canada. For Chile, Samuel Perot and HFB Versace. $79.412 rails, 2 time faults as well for a total of 10 for Samuel and HFB Versace. So around Anderson Lima's course, it is 5 clears from the first half of competition. The first of those from Portugal's Luis Sabino Gonçalves. Then came a clear from the US rider Kaylin Leahy with the Grey Man. Shane Sweetenham for Ireland followed, Aurora Cumbella. And then another US rider, Michaela Langmeier, also producing a clear with Pepita van der Rollebeek. And then for Austria, Peter Petschenig, Annabelle van het Posthuis also clear. 5 clears so far, 6th and 7th, both with time faults. That's Francisco Gujawaga Malay and Daisy Farish. And Thomas Joffre is the best of the rest as the fastest 4-faulter for the Argentine. We'll bring 8 back for presentation, but we'll take around 10 minutes for a short arena maintenance break and resume competition as we look to increase that number of clear rounds. So arena maintenance concludes, and we are good to get back underway in terms of competition in this $50,000 1 meter 45 international welcome. We resume with the man who gave us the very first clear round, Luis Sabino Gonçalves, the man from Portugal who rode Victor Croisi to a clear round, now joining us with another. This for Sigma Stables is PST de Muse for Portugal, Luis Sabino Gonçalves. Eight jumping faults and again a little too steady across the ground. 10 time faults for Luis Sabino Gonçalves and PSD to Muse. Another ride for him to come, but we'll definitely see him in the jump off with Vic. One looking for that clear round though is Australian Olympic rider Scott Keach. This is his second ride. This is the Belgian-bred 10-year-old Noble de la Chapelle for Australia, Scott Keach. A time fault to go along with the jumping faults. It's 13 for Australia's Scott Keach and Noble de la Chapelle. Ireland once again. Ireland represented in the jump off so far with Shane Sweetenham, but we could get one through for Lorcan Gallagher as well. He's had 5-star placings with this by Comil Foe. It's Copycat for Ireland, Lorcan Gallagher. Well, just within the 78-second time allowed, it is 77.95. 2 rails on that line, though, for Lorcan Gallagher. 8 faults for Copycat. Now, yesterday it was a top 5 finish for Ali Wolf in the FEI Speed competition. With this horse, she's had placings in Traverse City through the course of the summer months as well. Query 2 is by Quadrigus M for USA's Ali Wolf. Reach for the last and ticks over the time as well. 4 jumping 1 time, 78.77. Total of 5 for Ali Wolf and Query 2. Still 5 clear rounds. One of those belongs to Ireland's Shane Sweetenham. He joins us with another ride, looking for a second clear round. This, the 9-year-old Otis Blue. For Ireland, Shane Sweetenham. Eight faults for time faults as well. 12 for Shane, this time with Otis Blue in 81.06. Condor du Val de Chi and Chris Janowski had 4-star placings through the season in Wellington, and also a top 6 in the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour Grand Prix back in June. By quite easy, this self-français is Condor du Val de Chi for the USA's Chris Janowski. Well, again, it's 8 faults 8 for Chris Janowski and Condor du Val de Chi in 77.33. Still, we remain with those 5 clear rounds. We had a run in the middle of the first half of competition, struggling after the arena maintenance break. Lacey Gilbertson then is the next one. This is going to be Hollywood for the rider who's had some top podium placings at 5-star level. By Nabab Derev, Hollywood for the USA's Lacey Gilbertson. Just 4 faults, 4 for Lacey Gilbertson and Hollywood in 76.33. Straight away, it's on to another US challenge, and this is the one by Spartacus. Harley D for the USA's Coco Faith. 4 faults for Coco Faith, but it's the fastest of the fours and slips into 8th place for Harley D. 4 faults 74.28. Summerhill is next. She's had podium placings as part of the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour, including with this horse. It is La Belle SCF, USA's Summerhill. Well, again, clear over the fences, but it is caught by the clock into 8th place, though, with 3 time faults for Summerhill and La Belle SCF. Spencer Smith next. Been competing on Nations Cup teams for the United States. This is an Ashland Farm entry, HHS Seattle for the USA's Spencer Smith. $16 for jumping, 1 for time, total of 17 for Spencer Smith and HHS at Seattle. Juju VDM is the next horse. This, the Wambler by Toulon. Horse and rider combination with Savannah Hemby that had placings up at Calgary Spruce Meadows. over the course of the summer months. Juju VDM, the USA's Savannah Hemby. Well, what a real shame. Full perfect until that final double combination. Both parts of that falling for 8 faults, 77.57 for Savannah Hemby. Cash money is next for US rider Stella Buckingham. Placed at Akala in the international divisions there through the summer months. The Oldenburg is by Cristello, 11 years of age. For the USA, Stella Buckingham, cash money. Jumping in time, time to go along with the 8 jumping. 10 scored for Stella Buckingham and cash money. To Mexico now, and a championship medalist at the Youth Championships, a rider who finished top 10 with this horse in the 2-star Grand Prix at Miami. Maya Innes, Dennis Chambon, Jantian Demuse for Mexico. 12 jumping faults for Maya Innes Denise Chambon, 12 in 74.17. Still those 5 clear rounds, and one of the clears belongs to Michaela Langmeier. She was clear a little earlier with Pepita van der Rollebeek. She'd love to make it 2 through to the jump-off, and she joins us now with Shadina, this by Canthagos. It's the USA's Michaela Langmeier. Eight faults, 8 for Michaela Langmeier, Shadina, but we will see Michaela in the jump-off with Pepita van der Rollebeek. It's going to be a second right for Ashley Vogel now, and this by Bamako Demuse is Bellissimo Z. It's US rider Ashley Vogel. Yes, good one there from Ashley Vogel. In fact, it's the 6th clear, and it's the first one after that arena maintenance break in this second half. Super performance from Ashley Vogel and Bellissimo Z. She goes through to the jump-off as clear round number 6. Can we get one through for Will Simpson as well with this very experienced horse, Chaco P, the experienced combination. The USA's Will Simpson. Well, not his day today, I'm afraid, not with Shako P, 73.15, and faults for Will Simpson and Shako P. Also with the second ride, looking for that clear Entonoir del Caballero, this for the lady from Versailles, Daisy Farish of the USA. With the 476.90, 4 faults for Daisy Farish and Entonoir del Caballero. 6 clear rounds so far. Represented in the jump-off is Portugal, the United States, Ireland and Austria. Can we get one through for Chile, though, as Samuel Perot is going to join us with a second ride. And at this time, it is David Guetta for the man selected for the Pan American Games team later on this year. David Guetta, Samuel Perot, Chile. Four faults for Samuel and David Guetta in 77.31. 10 more still to see, and we're on to a second rider also for Sarah Siegel. This is by Mr. Blue as she looks for a first clear. It's Flintstone, Sarah Siegel for the USA. A time fault as well for Sarah Siegel with Flintstone. It's a total of 5 in 78.49. Third and final ride for Ali Leopold Moreno now. This is Cedric for the US rider. Just a single rail, but there's time faults as well. 7 time faults and a total of 11 for Ali and Cedric. Well, the man who's currently in 7th place with a single time fault is Francisco Gojuaga Mole. He joins us with the second ride, looking for that clear with the Zangajida, the Diamond Rose Z. For Spain, Francisco Gojuaga Mole. Just a single rail around the course for 4 for Francisco, and the Diamant Rose Z 75.50 puts that horse and rider combination into 11th place. But the man who gave us the first clear with the first of his 3 rides is Luis Sabino Gonçalves for Portugal. This another ride for him. The man who finished 4th yesterday in the speed, riding Scoop at Deception Z for Portugal, Luis Sabino Gonçalves. "16 jumping faults, and there is a couple of time penalties picked up as well for Luis. With Scoop to Zepton Z, it's 18 faults. He's first to go in the jump off, 6 strong so far, with another 6 still to see, and Jad Dana's the first of those. The man from Lebanon with After 8. Yeah, through to the jump off he goes. It's a quick first round time, 72.85 for the man from Lebanon, Jad Dana, and After 8. So it does bring that number of clears up to 7. Can we make it 8 with the final challenge of the Australian Olympian Scott Keach? This is Sensorinu PS for Scott Keach, Australia. Full faults this time for Scott and Sensorinu P 77.71. And now yesterday, Rebecca Conway had 2 of the top 12 places, including with this horse. It's the Hanoverian by Contendro, Con Couleur, for the USA's Rebecca Conway. Well, faults 12 for Rebecca Conway and Con Couleur in 75.85. Still those 7 clear rounds, the last one coming from Jadana and after 8 of Lebanon, with just 3 still to see. Now back in June, Filippo Marco Pignatti and Adil ES finished with 2 top 10 placings in the international divisions at the Lugano Diamond Split Rock Jumping Tour. Yes, the Dutch bred by Occato is Adil ES, Italy's Filippo Marco Pignatti. Four jumping faults and another one that ticks over the 78-second time allowed, 78.275 for Filippo Marco Pignatti and Ideal ES. Also with a clear round and through to the jump-off is Ireland's Shane Sweetnam with R.R. Campbell. Joining us now with the third and final ride for him, the penultimate one, is Ireland's Shane Sweetnam and Shocks Z. Very good indeed from Shane with the Shocks Z. It's the only rider that will have two through to the jump-off, and it brings up that total number of clears to 8. Can we make it 9, though, with the Chilean rider Gabriela Reuter, with the horse with which she took that team bronze medal back at the South American Games last year. The Irish-bred Mahari's Rock for Chile, Gabriela Reuter. Eight jumping faults for Gabriela Reuter. It is within the time for Mahari's Rock, 8 faults, 77.90. Clear rounds coming from Portugal's Luis Sabino Gonçalves with Victor Croacy. Kaylin Leahy with the Grey Man. That'll certainly be one to watch. As will Shane Sweetnam, 2 through to the jump-off. His first one is R.R. Campbell. Then followed the clear from the USA's Michaela Langmeier. She was second yesterday. A clear from Peter Pechenik of Austria as well, with Annabelle, and then Ashley Vogel, Jad Dana, and Shane Sweetenham to round out the jump-off round. Ninth place went to Francisca Gojoaga-Mollet with the single time fault. Daisy Farish with Orwell SCF finished in 10th with the two time faults. Summer Hill and LaBelle SCF 11th place with three time faults. Coco Faith was the best of the rest, 12th place with Harley D. Also in the money, Francisco with the Diamond Rose and Lacey Gilbertson with Hollywood.
The horses out. The footing's great. The schooling rings are huge. It's just really lovely.
You have some passionate horse people here that are putting a lot into infrastructure and trying to hold different events for us to develop horses while we're here in Florida for the winter. So I think that's great for the industry and great for all the riders.
It's just so pretty. The barns are like no other barn at any show I've ever been to. They're so nice. The show feels like it's like paradise. It's so fun here.
I am in awe of what they are building here. And then this morning, actually, went out on the fields, and it's just awesome. And someone was telling me about the vision they have here, and it sounds fantastic. So I'm excited, and I am a believer in this, and I will hopefully be back and support this.
I first heard about McCulley's from my friends in the racing industry a couple years after I started feeding McCulley's, and I was very happy with the product. My best horse had to go in and have colic surgery, and after the surgery he wouldn't eat anything at the hospital. And then I brought McCulley's for him to eat, which is what all of my horses eat, and he went straight forward. That horse has recovered from the surgeries back to the highest level of my sport, and he is back 100%.
Special horses deserve special care. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute provides a variety of specialty services: acupuncture, ophthalmology, chiropractic, imaging, and more. Also, these remarkable athletes can perform at their peak in noteworthy events like this. Hagyard Equine Medical Institute. Because special performances don't happen without special care.
I was born in 1930 and I've seen a lot of changes in my time. Service to the land, to people, that hasn't changed. We've been fortunate that we have fed 15 ranked winners and 2 Triple Crown winners. Resilient, strong-willed, uncompromising when it comes to quality. After all we have to sell is service.
Terra Nova is a very boutique horse show. It's a different horse show experience. It's quiet. We have paddocks to turn the horses out. The footing's great. The schooling rings are huge. It's just really lovely.
You have some passionate horse people here that are putting a lot into infrastructure and trying to hold different events for us to develop horses while we're here in Florida for the winter. So I think that's great for the industry and great for all the riders.
It's just so pretty. The barns are like
no other barn at any show I've ever been to. They're so nice. The show feels like it's like paradise. It's so fun here.
I am in awe of what they are building here. And then this morning, actually, I went out on the fields, and it's awesome. And someone was telling me about the vision, and it sounds fantastic. So I'm excited, and I am a believer in this, and I will hopefully be back and support this.
I'm Javin Dahlman with Dahlman Jump Club. Our easy-to-use aluminum schooling courses start at $65.99. We deliver them to your door and take your trade-ins. All of our jumps are backed by a lifetime warranty. Call and talk to an expert about your hunter, jumper, and equitation jump needs. You can even make your own custom designs. Get horse show ready with Dahlman Jump Co. Make sure to visit DahlmanJumpCo.com for more information.
Equestrian Services International, your one-stop shop for all your equestrian needs. ESI is committed to quality and service as we plant, nurture and grow personal and long-term relationships with each client. Let ESI design, develop and construct all of your equestrian dreams.
At Horseflight, we have carefully put together a team of professionals to be there for our horses and clients. We are horsemen and horsewomen first, so it's easy for us to treat your horse like our own.
We take pride in providing the best customer service in the industry.
Once you get to know our team, you'll see that it makes a difference.
When you're ready to get your horse home, visit us at horseflight.com.
Dreams are worth protecting, wherever that dream may lead. At C. Jarvis Insurance, we share your dream for equestrian sports. C. Jarvis Insurance is the leading international equine insurance agency in the world. Our team of professionals is here to assist you 24/7, and we offer worldwide coverage for all aspects of equine insurance, including traveling racehorses, show horses, Olympic competitors, and broodmares. And we are fully licensed in the US and all EU countries. We are owned and operated by a family of horsemen who support and give back to our horse community. So you can rest assured that we have a pulse on the industry and will look out for you every step of the way. It's time to protect what truly matters. C. Jarvis Insurance.
Well, it looks like a pretty good time of 38.88, but it's 4 faults along the way there for Luis Sabino Gonzalez and Victor Croacy. 4 faults, 38.88. Next up then, and the next to challenge, looking for that victory as she's had in the past at Split Rock. This is Kaylin Leahy, the Grey Man. Well, the time's a little steadier than the time set by Luis Sabino Gonzalez, but it is the first jump-off clear going to Kaylin Leahy and the Grey Man, a clear round 41.46 to set the standard. Shane Sweetnam is the only rider with 2 through to the jump-off. The first of his 2 is R.R. Kumbella. Shane Sweetnam, Ireland. Yeah, real gallop on that final line. 40.65 all pays off for Shane Sweetnam. R.R. Kumbella takes over the lead. Kaylin Leahy drops down to second. Luis Sabino Gonzalez now third place. Michaela Langmeier then can be very quick against the clock, and this is the horse that finished second yesterday. Pepita van der Rollebeek for the USA's Michaela Langmeier. .708 faults 8 for Michaela Langmeier and Pepita van der Rollebeek. Peter Pechenik has chosen to withdraw from the jump-off. We will not be seeing Annabelle Van Het Posthuis. So it is to Ashley Vogel then. Ashley's going to be the next rider. But Shane Sweetnam leads with R.R. Campbell, clear 40.65. Time to beat at this stage, clear 40.65 as we welcome Bellissimo Z, Ashley Vogel. .82.81 is the time on the display. It is for faults. It's fourth place for Ashley Vogel and Bellissimo Z. So just two left to see. Jad Dana is going to be the first of those. Jad joining us now with after 8 for the man for Lebanon. Oh, how frustrating. 36.77 is a brilliant, brilliant time. He had 4 seconds to spare, but it is the very final fence that falls. Quick four, though, into third place. Podium placing at the moment for Jad Dana and after 8. Jad in third, Kaylin Leahy second, Shane Sweetnam leading. He's guaranteed the victory because only Shane still to see. We'll see him shortly with Shocks Z. So the man who's guaranteed a win but could yet make it a 1-2, Shane Sweetnam with his own time to beat, clear of 40.65. He joins us 11.56. Shock Z for Ireland, Shane Sweetnam. Well, 1-2 it certainly is, because he takes the victory with Shock Z and second with RR Kumbella. Kaylin Lee, he's going to have to settle for third place with the grey man. Jad Dana after 8, the very quick 4 faults. He's in 4th. Luis Sabino Gonzalez, Victor Croacy in 5th. Ashley Vogel with Bellissimo is 6th. Michaela Langmeyer, Peter van der Rullebeek 7th. And Peter Pachenik required for presentation with Annabelle van het Posthuis in 8th place. Congratulations, Shane Sweetnam takes a 1-2 and takes the victory with Shocks Z. Well, many congratulations as we welcome in the top 8 for the $50,000 FEI Welcome.
Porque jale es el mismo, güey. Ah, güey.
Well, thrilled to welcome representatives from Haggard who present and congratulate. 8th place, Peter Pechenik, Annabelle van het Posthuis. Michaela Langmeier is in 7th, riding Pepita van der Rollebeek, and Ashley Vogel taking 6th, riding Bellissimo Z. It is in 5th place for Portuguese international Luis Sabino Gonçalves and Victor Croacy. Lebanese rider Jad Dana is 4th, riding after 8. And then to those at top 3, Kaylin Leahy, 3rd with the Grey Man.
Beep, 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 beep.
2nd place, Shane Sweetnam for Ireland with R.R. Kumbella, but Shane also taking that victory with Shocks Z.
Beep, 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 beep.
We'll send our top 3, our 2 riders to the podium. It is 3rd place for Kaylin Leahy, the Grey Man. But a great performance as ever from Irish Championship rider Shane Sweetnam. He takes the win with Shock Z. He's 2nd with R.R. Kumbella. Well, huge thanks indeed to Haggard for their attendance at the presentation as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's please ask you to stand and remove cover for the national anthem of the winning rider, the national anthem of Ireland.
Ahí les van 24 de chelas, ¿ves? Y más 2.24, ¿qué tanto es? Son 50
que ver
horas,
cuándo vas a venir que te ofrece este güey.
Mira, les va un pinche cupón. ¿Ah?
Aunque son los pinches.
$100 de gasolina ahí en Balan, güey. No, mierda.
8 clear rounds coming through for the presentation, and it was, of course, that victory for Ireland, Shane Sweetnam with the Shock Z. Shane also 2nd, R.R. Kumbella, and congratulations on being so close there for Kaylin Leahy and the Grey Man. Brilliant performance from Jad Dana, such a quick jump-off time, so unlucky at the final fence. He's 4th with after 8. It's 5th for Portugal's Luis Sabino Gonçalves and Victor Croacy. Ashley Vogel, Bellissimo Z, they finished in 6th with 7th for Michaela Langmeier and Pepita van der Rollebeek and Peter Pechenik, rounding out the top 8 with Annabelle. They're back on board. Let's send them away for their victory lap of honour. Congratulations to Ireland, Shane Sweetnam, Shock Z. Well, thank you all very, very much indeed. Super performance from Shane Sweetnam to take that victory. Do keep an eye on the Split Rock Jumping Tour app for all of the start lists and the start times on the penultimate day of competition.
We have a